Lisa, how are you? Hi, Jamie. All right, everybody. This is Facebook, kind of live, and we are here recording this week's YaJagoff podcast. And where we are is at the Steel City Emporium, which Steel City Craft Emporium.
I hurried up and said
I just created the cardinal sin.
Tom will come in here
in the 3100 block of Penn Avenue.
Yeah.
And it's a great place. Like, Christmas is over. You if you missed it, you're a Jagoff, because you could have come down here and gotten all kind of Christmas gifts.
But it doesn't stop at Christmas. That's the coolest
Right.
part. So it's Valentine's Day coming up. We're going to do some fun things. And there's over 80 vendors that you can find gifts for anything. My son actually just stopped today so that he could see our space. Hint, hint. And he found something for his girlfriend, whose birthday's next week.
There you go.
So that's pretty
cool. So what
Never
we're
know what
doing
you'll find.
today is we're recording the YaJagoff podcast, and you'll see behind the scenes. You'll see people coming in and out. And then on Monday, you'll hear the podcast, the clean, edited version, on KDKA Radio's website and radio.com app. And then on Tuesday, you'll hear it on YaJagoff.com. And then we'll replay it all the rest of the week. So
easy enough.
So anyways, what you'll see is us putting the podcast together on this video, and we hope you enjoy it. And we thought, why not start this off with a song, right? So this is our little Facebook video presentation. This is Robin and Bob. All right.
Robin and Bob. How easy is that?
Robin and Bob.
This is a title tune from our CD.
I love the kazoo.
Leave on, golden boy, go ahead and check the mail. The Titus come and spit you out like Jonah in that well. Leave on, childish one, my eyes have seen the light. The scales are gone, the tale's been wrong, I'm tired of this fight. Leave on, boy, feel me stomp and hear me shout. Leave on, boy, and let me direct you out. Leave on, boy, feel me stomp and hear me shout. Leave on, boy, and let me direct you out. Leave on, heart of mine, you're not welcome here no more. The curtain fell, if you can't tell, you're gonna have to go. Leave on, man, child, are you going on like so? Head out the door before you know we're going toe to toe. Leave on, boy, feel me stomp and hear me shout. Leave on, boy, and let me direct you out. Leave on, boy, feel me stomp and hear me shout. Leave on, boy, and let me direct you out. Leave on, lover boy, you like what you see. Take one long last look, 'cause that's the last you'll see of me. Leave on, boy, feel me stomp and hear me shout. Leave on, boy, and let me direct you out. Leave on, boy, feel me stomp and hear me shout. Leave on, boy, and let me direct you out. Leave on, boy, feel me stomp and hear me shout. Leave on, boy, and let me direct you out.
Oh my God.
That is
effortless. That's what I said to him. Like, I could listen to you. I always thought the kazoo was like funny, but it's perfect for that song. I love it.
Now, do you guys want to leave? You want to go take a break, or do you just want to sit in the corner? You don't have to feel like you're being punished to sit in the corner. If you guys,
we'll probably go shop.
Go
shop. All right,
that was the right answer with the owner sitting right in front of you.
All right.
I'll pay you guys later.
So this is how we record the podcast. So you'll hear their song, and they'll be back for an interview in a little bit. But now this is how we actually start
the YaJagoff podcast. Christmas may be host to mega deals that we can drive away with happy, but February is the month we love at Rohrich Honda. For the first time ever, Rohrich Honda will offer 0% financing for up to 60 months on select vehicles.
We say, don't be a Jagoff and ask which ones. Head to West Liberty Avenue and check out the options. OK 2020, CRVs, HRVs, and Ridgelines, as well as 21s that include a Pilot. Right? So listen to the podcast and head to Rohrich for all of your vehicle needs. Rohrich.com. Now we start the YaJagoff podcast from the Steel City Craft Emporium. Thanks for that. All right. So now that's where you hear some music and all this kind of stuff. And now we're going to have if you're listening to the podcast for the very first time, we ask you that you, go subscribe to it either on radio.com, Apple iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're on iTunes, leave us a little bit of a message.
Only if it's nice.
A rating.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is also where we talk about what was on the blog. So we could not let the week go without talking about the famous Rich Fitzgerald. I mean, the stuff that's going on, like thousands and hundreds of thousands of views and stuff about him being the perfect Yinzer, like the Jeff Bridges Yinzer. So we had to get
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. Yeah. Sorry.
Jeff Kraft Daniels.
Well, right. For the city of Bridges. And of course, John and I on one of our walks, walked past a duct tape car. I mean, and it was in Bellevue, I have to say.
If you have not seen that blog post, go back and look. Just search on the website duct tape car because it's amazing.
But John, here's the funniest part. That's not the first time we found a duct tape car.
No, that is.
Do you remember?
Yeah, right.
I did one not too long ago. So funny stuff.
So we also want to remind you that our Jagging Around video series is coming back.
It's back.
Now that we can kind of get, we have some technology and all this kind of stuff, but coming up, we're going to be talking to an astronaut, a NASA astronaut.
Yeah.
A young man from North Allegheny School District.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just assigned as one of the astronauts. So pretty cool. Yeah.
So check it out now.
All right. So
and as always, as a reminder, listen to us on the Daily Dose of Happiness every day, Kel on air at 4:55, and Who's the Biggest Jagoff of the Week on Elista in the morning on Fridays. We tell you who's the biggest Jagoff. And in case you didn't know, we have a little something going on at the Steel City
Craft
Emporium.
Nice.
And we say craft because when we met with the owner, Tom Swartz, we started talking to him about the great vendors that are here because we happened to trickle down because of our friends at Yin's Lids.
Yep.
And we did one of our Toyota tailgates here and we got to know the owner, Tom, and we were like, wow, this space is great because you can showcase anything, whatever your craft is. We don't really have a craft.
That's what I was just going to say.
We're not crafters at all, but we have stuff. So we were like, oh my gosh, we can put our stuff here. And that's what we did. So it's our open house and we get to invite people to come down and check it out. Not just our booth, but all of the booths. There's like 80 different vendors here.
Right. And this literally is the only place you can get the official YaJagoff gear without paying shipping.
Yeah.
Because it's the only place you can go in Pittsburgh.
Well, and not only that, I mean, obviously we always want to save money, but if you're not wanting to have the shipping, but you're like that old fashioned person that wants to feel it, see it, touch it, know what it looks like in person before you make your decision, it's perfect. So I know like Tom was telling me that cousin Lisa's stuff was sold this week. Boom.
Boom.
And that's the Sin Bin Creations set that we've been talking about for like 3 years, where you can get repurposed hockey sticks as grill sets or pizza cutters.
Yeah.
How about that?
Exactly.
Oh, and Fathom Pub Sauce. One of your jars was sold from here.
How about that?
Boom.
See, spreading the word.
Spread
Tom Swartz,
the word.
owner,
Tom,
creator.
we're done talking.
You're a creator because this is a creative place, but you created the Steel City
Craft
Emporium. So,
Tom, we love joking with you because if you remember one of our first conversations, you said, Rachel, I appreciate that you talk about me on Mazda Monday, but please say craft. Right?
Yes, that's one big word that you missed.
I missed it. Some details. Tell us a little bit about, first of all, people need to know that it is on the 31 block of Penn Avenue. So it's going toward the Lawrenceville area, right, of the Strip District.
The upper strip.
Right at the bottom of the 31st Street
The bridge.
Yeah.
For sure. So tell us about when you opened, how long ago?
It was a year in October 2019.
How about that? Okay. So when you opened, what was it about this place that sort of hearkened you to get here?
Well, I was doing craft shows. This is one of mine. And the chicken is one of mine. So what I did was I got tired of doing craft shows every weekend, packing car, unpacking. everything like that. So what I did was I decided that I wanted something where people came to me instead of me going to everybody else.
Right. You reversed it.
Yes. And so I wanted to build something that crafters have a place to go, and we can have something every single day and not have to worry about weekends, and then just during the actual events.
Meaning because crafters do weekends.
They only do craft shows on the weekends,
right.
and then they only have them like in the spring and the fall.
Right.
So this is all year round.
Yeah.
So the crafters can be two places at one time, right?
Yes.
They could be at a craft show this weekend, but still have their items here as people were kind of traipsing around the strip
And
district.
we do all your sales.
Right?
Oh my gosh,
You
that's
don't even
the best
have
part.
to sit here.
Yeah.
You don't have to see her. So to
I
really,
mean, you should.
you should.
You should. At least.
Right. We should be here. We need to be
Listen,
here
if
more.
Rachel was here every day,
You would hate
You
me.
would have so many sales
You would hate
because
me.
she would threaten people.
I do. It is the truth. There's a certain client we have that was afraid of me. We don't know if he likes our work. He's just afraid of me. But no, but so literally just to give people the description, if you're not watching but listening to the audio portion. So you literally walk through the door and you have different sections set up. So you have everything from, as you said here, slate work to
We have everything from
soaps,
jewelry to
furniture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you name it, because
Wine
crafting,
glasses, honey. Wait, these, what are the peanuts that are out there? The maple peanuts or something that are out there. I gave them to my kids for Christmas.
Gone.
And they're sucked
gone.
them right
They're
up.
gone.
Yeah,
Isn't that
sucked them
great?
right up.
You
That
didn't
was so
make it.
smart. Yeah, you too late. No, but the cool part is, like, you don't know. You have different options available from what, $60 a month up to
No, we have everything from 30 to 300.
30 to 300. In fact,
And that's a month.
I have to introduce you to my friends because they actually started a new jewelry line called Snap It Up Pittsburgh.
Oh.
And they were like, we might have to leave our stuff here. So you guys have to meet and see if they would be new vendors here. But it's a little bit of everything. You can go shopping and you literally just go kiosk to kiosk. Do we call them kiosks? What do you
No,
call them?
They're booths.
Booths. Spaces.
Well, some
on,
of the
Rach, get on
country
it.
people come in and call them stalls.
That's funny. But
Well,
don't
yeah.
do your thing in the store.
Right. So here's the thing is that, people that come in, that listen to the podcast, that come in from out, back home, and they come down to the strip because they want to buy T-shirts. They want to get a Permanente sandwich. They want to do this. But what we found is, and you seem to indicate even over the holidays, is that people walked in here looking for everything Pittsburgh, and there's everything. I mean, it's not just Pittsburgh stuff, but if you come down here and you're looking for Pittsburgh gifts, this is the place.
Yeah.
And they're all handmade.
All handmade.
Yeah.
And everybody has a different thing, right? So like you said, it's not just, do you put forth the effort to say, okay, you know what, guys, we're a little bit heavy on wreaths. We're a little bit heavy on aprons. Let's look for this kind of thing.
Yeah, what I do is I give them ideas because I listen to people, I watch people, and I give them insight on what is good, what is selling, what's a product that they can actually make.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I go to the different vendors and I explain that to them, the ones that can actually do that product, because if you crochet, you can't go and make a resin.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anything resin.
We can't
Yeah.
make anything. But here, now this is
We
February.
can make a podcast. That's why we're here.
Now this is February, and we are going to be doing on the 13th. We're going to be doing a fundraiser here on the 13th.
What are we doing,
right?
Tom?
Well,
Because we don't tell you what we're doing, so now you have to tell us. What are we doing?
I know.
on the 13th, is it all going to be all day or just in the morning?
It is going to be from 10 to 4.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And that's pretty much all day.
So, yeah, we're going to have a pop-up event where outside crafters can come in, rent a booth for the day, sell their stuff. And then we're also going to do Oakmont Olive Oil. It has a booth here.
Yeah,
so they're
across
gonna
from
be-
us.
Yes.
They're our
They
neighbors.
moved.
Oh.
Because we moved in, they left.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
moved.
Stop
They
the
moved
podcast.
neighborhood.
What the hell, Oakmont?
Yeah.
What
Well, no,
happened?
they went bigger.
Oh, we
Okay.
made them bigger. That's what
Yeah.
happened. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, that's good.
So they're going to be doing bread dip tasting.
Yum.
And then
That's like my
hopefully
favorite thing.
a winery.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's our
Different-
job. And then
Yeah.
the Zachary's Mission is going to be a benefactor.
So
Yeah.
we're going to try and get
So
some other
totally
people
cool.
involved and
Yeah.
have it go on all day.
And Tom, we have to say one of our goals with working with you is that we want to be able to give back just like everybody else, right? So we want to reach out to the various organizations, the nonprofits, the places in Pittsburgh who need the help. So if you're interested, we're more than happy to give you some codes that we can work with you on fundraising opportunities where if people come in and shop, we donate a percentage to your organization. Boom.
Yeah. It's passive income at this point. Even, and then on top of that, if you are a crafter and you think, well, I don't know if I could sell my stuff or not, this is the place to come. Come try it out. Like, I love the fact that you told the story of you don't have to go sit at the craft show shivering outside or sitting around in the mall.
Or just sitting there not selling anything.
Right. Just come here because
Let
us not sell it for you.
the foot traffic is here. And then
Hashtag.
on top of all this, don't be a Jagoff and go, I'm not paying for parking down on the strip because
it's free parking.
We have our own parking lot.
Tom, you'll learn about me that sometimes I'm the bubble burster. I didn't let you say it. I was like, it's free parking. Craft. It's craft and it's free parking.
She's like,
But that's a perk here because some people complain about that and you have it all figured out.
As soon as you say we're in the strip, nobody wants to come.
Right.
But that's why I advertise on all of our stuff. Everywhere it has that we have free parking.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
you
Totally cool.
There's no reason not to come.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tom, where does everybody follow you on Facebook and what's the online?
It's at steelcitycraftemporium.com.
Easy. And
Please.
follow on Steel City Craft Emporium.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Are you going to be
Instagram,
around the
Facebook.
rest of the day?
I don't have a choice. I gotta run the place.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank
Coming up
you.
next, who are we talking to?
Greenfield.
Hey, you want to record that?
Oh, I guess I should record it.
Coming up next, we're going to talk to.
We're going to talk to the guys from the Greenfield podcast. Listen, Greenfield Finest. I'm not happy about something. So we'll see what it is coming up.
Cool. Now we have wipes here to wipe the microphones. Thanks to Tom. And all right, you guys ready, Mike? Yes. All right. Yeah, we just figured if you want to take the two most distant chairs, that way we're socially distanced. Yeah, that's good. Colin will make sure you're still in the frame, but you should be.
You guys move over just a tad.
Yeah.
You're you should be good. Yeah, that's good.
We need Keenan to make a pop-up. Like,
Okay.
come in.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Because,
All right. Here we go. Ready?
I got lost. It happens.
No kidding. All right.
I mean, it's the craft Emporium, so I wanted to go take a look around because I haven't seen everything.
All right. Here we go.
Who's
Ready?
up? Can't look their way.
All right. So, first of all, for the video version of this, can we bring in Keenan? Where is Keenan?
Keenan!
Because you're the topic of
This
being...
is why I'm mad for anyone who cares, okay? So Colin, who everyone knows is synonymous with the YaJagoff podcast, has a twin brother, Keenan. So if he's not nice to you, it's because it's not Colin. It's his twin brother. He doesn't know you. So he shows up and unzips his jacket, and look what we get. That. We get Greenfield's Finest podcast shirt, okay? Now, let's be honest. When does Rachel ever wear a Jagoff t-shirt? Never. When does she ever wear a hat? Never. But the competition was on because I knew you were going to come all garbed out. So I was like, I have to wear something. And I knew John would forget. So there you go. So welcome, guys. You're not. And all kidding aside, you guys have come such a long way. I love hearing, like, Keenan, for instance, a couple weeks ago was like, I love this podcast. And why not? You guys are so synonymous with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love what you're doing. You're everywhere. And, we were both up against for the best of, but you placed. I mean, I think that's pretty damn cool.
That was like, when we did that was like our main goal was like, we wanted to place, and then we obviously we wanted to win, but like, we lost to you guys. You guys been around for a little bit longer. But
Wow,
it was
he
cool.
just called us
He just
old.
called us old.
Yeah.
but
We're getting up there.
We're almost at 40, and then but it was still pretty sweet to like be up in like the top 3. And I'm like, all right,
Heck
like
yeah.
at least like we got like some recognition.
Yeah, and deservingly so.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
So talk a little bit about, because, we like to clear this up. I don't know about you guys, but when people say, oh, I have a podcast, or I'm starting a podcast, as if it's this simple thing that you go in your basement and you hit record on your phone and all of a sudden, boom, you have a podcast and a following.
Yeah, people say they're starting a podcast like, oh, I want to start a bar. It's like
Exactly.
one of those
Right.
things.
And I'm sorry, we didn't even introduce them.
Oh, yeah, it's Mike and Jack. From the Greenfield Finance.
Yes.
Or there are two other people.
Shuli and Rosado.
Yeah.
Is somebody here?
Yeah,
There's a guy,
that's
he's a
Rob.
fan.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a
whatever.
fan. We have fans too, so don't think,
Yeah.
my husband's
Rachel
here.
has
He's
friends.
a fan.
I don't have any friends, but no. So no, go ahead. Go. People think it's easy to start a podcast, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, the thing was when we started the podcast, the first thing people told us was like consistency. And that's like when people have asked me now, like, hey, I'm going to start a podcast. And like, I've seen people try to start a podcast and like, you literally have to do it every week. And like Jack found out because like Jack kind of like took over the writing the show part. And then like, so every week, like Jack has to, he like sends out information, goes over it, puts a show together. We talk about what it's going to be. So at least me and him can be on the same page. Like the other two kind of like, Shuli and Rosal, they fill in good. They do a great job, but like we got to make sure. And every single week, you got to find, basically like a bunch of shit that's funny that we didn't talk about yet the week before.
That's right.
And our audience,
I like to see Shuli and John's natural reaction to stuff I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? I don't. They're a lot less funny when they got time to think about stuff.
Right. I mean, but you're right. But it's such a good point because I have your job, right? So
Yeah.
John does all the production stuff, and as you know, it's constant on social media. You have to stay relevant, or
Yeah.
else people are like, all right, what's next?
Yeah, right.
And so coming up with the content, it's not just throwing crap out there. It's literally, there's a reason for why I'm doing this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could when I pick a story like for us to talk about, I could like see where the conversation's gonna go and like where
Yes.
how like all right, we're gonna be able to get like a good 20 minutes out of this, and
Right.
usually we start remembering stuff that we completely forgot about. You know
Right.
what I mean,
But
stories just
stump-
start organically coming out of just like the news story that week. It comes up into another story that happened
It's
to
a
us
natural,
when we were growing
yeah.
up. Yeah,
Sure.
So yeah,
But here's what I was going to say. But aren't there times where you're like, I got this. This is where this is going to go, and it doesn't?
yeah, if you think a segment's gonna run like
Yeah.
20 minutes and like everyone agrees on something, you're like, what the, like,
Yeah.
that's not the way this is supposed to go.
Yes,
What has
exactly.
been the most surprising, controversial, semi-controversial topic that we could talk about on this podcast?
I mean, we had like something like probably like a week ago. It was like whenever the rabbi came out and said the coronavirus vaccine makes you gay.
Yeah.
I got a couple texts about that. And you know what I mean? People were like, I'm not like against the gay community. I'm against COVID. You know what I mean? But, like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but we were like saying like, would we take the vaccine? I'm like, you know what I mean? Come on in, boys. You know what I mean? I mean, if it's like my choice is like take the vaccine, maybe be gay or die. Like, well, I could deal with being gay.
I'll be
Yeah.
a little gay. That's no big deal.
Jack's a handsome guy, he's not gonna have much trouble like picking up dudes. He's tall, you know what I mean?
Are you checking them out?
It's not like awkward. To
Yeah.
It's like handsome.
Yeah.
Well, and let's lean into the subject a second because Mike, before your podcast was famous, your butt was famous on the internet,
Oh, wow.
right?
Oh,
your
my.
videos of your butt, who people thought was a girl's
I don't
butt.
even know
Yeah.
Would
what
that not be true?
that was like I used to put my girlfriend's yoga pants on, and then like you know what I mean, and then like I would take like a little short video of my
Little
ass
thirst trap.
Yeah, and then like it would move up from like my calf to my ass, and then like when it would get to the top, I'd be like, "You bunch of you freaking creeps!" I'd like,
Yeah.
go follow Greenfield's Finest podcast. You know what I mean? But like I've throughout my life, like I mean, I've even have like black chicks come up to me like, "Damn, you got a fine ass, boy." You know what I mean? If you get like a black woman giving you that,
Samantha
that's a
Bentley tells you that.
yeah,
right?
that's a
Yes.
compliment.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
That's
No
like
doubt.
Jose Canseco telling Mark McGuire, "You're a great hitter."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this ass has been around since we've been kids. He's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been
You think my
used.
ass is
Yeah.
big? My mom's ass is enormous.
Oh my.
Well, wait.
Huge
Wait.
ass.
At some comedy show, I thought there was some discussion about how hot your
His
mom,
mom.
is at this,
It
right?
was his
Right?
mom.
No,
yeah.
my mom's not hot. She's not attractive at all. She's like 63. She likes to drink. She likes to recreationally do cocaine. She's like she's out of her hot mom phase. She never had a. She never.
And we're like literally doing our best to be reserved right now.
Yeah.
You're like John keeps agitating, right?
It's unraveling, and I don't know. I can't pull it in. Help me.
Have you ever listened to our podcast? What do you think we
have.
would do?
So
Yeah.
let's ask you this here. If you took John and Rachel from your YaJagoff podcast around to Greenfield for the day,
Yeah.
what are the 3 or 4 or 5 stops we go to?
So Big Jim's would definitely be one. That's in the Run.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a famous restaurant down in the Run in Greenfield.
Sandwiches or something.
Yeah,
down there,
big
right?
sandwiches.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been
Okay.
around
Is that what
forever.
you're always posting?
No.
No,
No.
that's there's another place.
Capizzuto's.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Big Jim's is a major landmark. We could take you up to the McGee bleachers where we used to drink 40s and smoke weed.
Yeah.
We did it on Wednesday night, actually.
So I'm on the North Hills School Board. I'm really proud of where I am right now.
It's all medical weed now.
Right. All right, so we go to the bleachers. Where else, Mike?
We're gonna take you up Hammerfield because we used to drink and do drugs up there too.
We also
glories
we can tell you some baseball stories and football stories at McGee and Hammer too.
Okay.
Is that where they had the comedy show? Is
Yes.
that where you guys had Colin Chamberlain?
You did a
or
comedy
Bunch
show
of
on
Colin?
that was on McGee.
Joey Welsh?
That was on the
Okay.
bleachers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was infamous bleachers you had. So you were at one of the 5. I mean, we'd have to take you up to Kogo's so you could steal something. Because if you come to Greenfield, you gotta steal something from Kogo's. I mean, everyone comes in Kogo's and steals something.
What's the bar up there? The craft beer bar.
We don't dare.
Oh, okay, we're all right.
The house is all right. Well,
It's a nice place.
yeah, but if
Yeah.
you were trying to get true Greenfield, you want to go to Yesterday's.
Yeah.
Yesterday's, really.
Yeah,
Why
we
is
going
that
there?
true,
that's where the
Greenfield?
salt of the earth is.
My mom bartends
Yeah,
there.
his mom bar-
His mom, did he say your mom bought
yeah, his
you?
mom's
She
a
bartends
bartender.
there.
Yeah.
It's just the old school, nothing's ever changed neighborhood bar.
Is that a great place to watch a Penguin game, do you think?
I mean, they got
feel like
cable in
no.
there. I'm sure you could watch it.
Like
got-
yesterday.
And they got poker machines. If you want to play the
Oh,
poker
okay.
machines,
All right.
you can go
All
up there.
right.
But watch the Penguin game, you probably might want to trickle up the Huffs.
Yeah,
They-
more of the Penguin crowd.
I mean, I
Yeah.
want to. Okay.
Oh my gosh. So as far as guests, I mean, this isn't like a hopeless hope here, but we've not been on.
yeah. So
There's challenge issued.
Yeah, we'll definitely have you guys on. We
I don't know if I could do it, guys. I'm like an old mom. It's no
all right.
fun.
That's all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could crack that bottle of wine, let loose a little bit. We're sponsored by Espelon Tequila, so we have literally cases of liquor at our
Talk about
studio.
that. How did you get sponsorships?
So Kevin Solomon, friend of mine, friend of ours, is a liquor rep, and he listened to the show, and he was like, "Hey, I want you guys to mention Espelon as much as you can."
That's
So
awesome.
they hopped on as a sponsor. Yeah, that's been the most surprising thing is the sponsorship that we came up with so fast, and how fast people were wanted to jump on and be a part of it. So like that's been nice because this thing's actually generating a little bit of money, which is
It's great.
It's insane to me.
Yeah, but it's deservingly so. I mean, when you're putting time and effort into something,
Yeah,
you deserve that kind of.
And that's what I mean, doing a podcast once a week, it's a pain in the ass. You don't
Yep.
want to.
Right.
There's like some Tuesday nights, I'm like, this is the last thing on earth I wanted to go
Yeah.
do. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Especially in the wintertime, you're already home. But then I get there.
And
we-
you have This Is Us to watch.
Yeah, right. You got to watch This Is Us.
Below deck.
Yeah, I'm more of a Bravo guy. I'm below deck.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But yeah, once I get there, it's a blast
It's
every
fun,
time.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just a grind of doing it every week.
It's a
It
grind.
is the grind,
Yeah.
but the grind
Yeah.
comes from the passion, right, Mike?
Yeah, it does, and it was like when we like decided to start doing it. Like I knew Jack was gonna have to do it. Like I needed Jack. You know what I mean? Because Jack was like already like doing people's podcasts. Jack's hilarious. He knows everybody. Like I knew I needed Jack. Like I wasn't gonna be able to do this by myself. You know what I mean? I needed like another guy. Like there was like that could talk, because that way I'm not talking. Jack's kind of like the show as it's evolved. The show's kind of built around Jack. You know what I mean? It's like I do bring up the topics.
Makes sense.
And rightfully so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. You got a voice like this. You got to use it.
Yeah.
And like you said, you're tall. You're, you know.
So
Our next guest has a booming voice too. This is like booming voice.
Yeah, it's
episode.
booming voice
Yeah.
day.
he's not as handsome as Jack.
No.
Well, we'll find out. Yeah.
And he don't got an ass like me, so he's probably just some deep voice creep.
No, but,
It makes crank phone calls.
no, but you're right, Mike. You know, this podcast didn't become this podcast until I had a partner
Yeah.
who was willing to take on the workload, who was willing to take on the whole thing, the same level of passion
Yeah.
that you have for it, right?
Yeah.
And you know, that's where I was very, very lucky in the fact that, you know, that happens, and you now have help. Like literally help, emotional help, physical help, everything, and someone who owns it in their
And
heart.
I don't watch This Is Us
in their heart and
anymore.
mind.
These
Yeah.
days are good.
She does
you
watch
know?
it. She does watch it.
I do.
Why would you watch This Is Us? Because
It's the worst show
don't
ever.
people cry enough in their daily
Exactly.
life,
Yeah.
and then they get on there like you're dehydrated by the time the week's over.
It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, you go through like a traumatic event in life. Like we're dealing with something right now, and it's like my girlfriend goes through one every Tuesday night because of on This Is Us. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I mean? Maybe if she laid off the Oreos, she'd be. What? I can't say that.
sure can. Her name's Kate.
Kate,
Yeah.
God bless her. I hope it works out
bless
for her.
her.
But it's
I
like,
mean, heavy set was the best that could have came out of it by a million. So
I mean, I was definitely trimming the fat on that one. No,
Yeah, you were. So that's the Greenfield Finest.
That is hilarious.
Guys, seriously, I love watching where you're going. I love seeing all the stuff that you're posting, and I hope you keep it up because seriously, we have a run for our money for next year.
And we're all Pittsburghers, so let's
Right.
keep elevating.
Oh, for
the
sure.
brand.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know?
the bigger everyone. I mean, seriously, we root for you guys. Like, it's not like, oh, we're gonna try to make. It's like if someone would get they'll be like, well, what else is going on in Pittsburgh? Like, it would help everybody. If
No
someone,
question.
yeah, I mean that's what Rogan does with all his buddies.
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
not that we're Joe Rogan by
Yeah,
any
it's either-
means, but I mean, he
Yeah.
brings his buddies on, and then they go on each
Absolutely.
other's podcasts, and then they're
No
rich
question.
off.
Yeah.
Well,
going
yeah.
on his
And in all
podcast.
seriousness,
Yeah.
if you guys want to come on regularly and not say the F word or talk about Kate, for this stuff, you're welcome.
That's gonna be tough. Yeah. But yeah, we'll give it a shot.
we just need a couple bleep buttons and we're good to go.
we thought we were coming to a
Like how he
halt.
just says that's gonna be tough. Like I'm not really up for the challenge. That's so funny.
I know. Guys, where does everybody find you in case they didn't hear the podcast yet?
You can find us. We're on everywhere the podcasts are available to listen to. YouTube, Facebook. We have we just started a new fan group called Friends of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Instagram, we're on Greenfield's Finest Podcast, and YouTube, Greenfield's Finest Podcast. But anywhere that podcasts are available, just type in Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're up to 54 episodes now.
Oh,
We
yeah.
put out one
Happy
every week.
anniversary. I'm
Thank
sorry we
you.
didn't even say
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's been a year.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The last episode was over 2 hours, which was crazy.
Yeah.
my
I did
God.
not hear
So,
the last
Yeah,
episode.
it
Okay.
was pretty good.
Yeah, it's going well.
That's
All
great.
right. So what's our
Congratulations.
question of the day?
Question of the day. All right, so listen. So obviously we're in this craft emporium. I'm sure you guys are really shopping it up. But if you could master any other craft, what would it be?
That's a good question.
You son of a bee. You know that's our competition.
Clearly doesn't watch our podcast.
She's now one.
Listen.
That's.
Our
she's up
competition
1-0
is who
now for
says
people to say that's a good
You
question.
got the best question. I usually win.
I thought we were friends, Mike. Say now, forget about it.
Dude, I would be honest. If I could do something like I see, like dudes, they got so much like coos off doing, it would be like playing a guitar.
Okay.
Oh,
Like
there you go.
dudes
Yeah.
play guitar and then chicks just want to have sex with them. I have a girlfriend. I have a
could've
girlfriend
been
and I
done
love her.
without.
And I don't want to like start playing the guitar because I don't need that trouble in my life. But if I was single, I'd play the guitar.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Jack,
mind being able
same?
to. Yeah, no, I would like to sing a little bit like a John Mayer type.
Oh, that's a good
We
one.
go a long
Yeah.
way here.
For the same
Yeah.
reason that Mike wants to play guitar.
Yeah, money and chicks.
You guys are awesome. We can't wait to have you on again.
You are Greenfield's finest brothers. We love it. We love it.
right.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, thanks, guys.
thanks,
All right,
guys.
now we're
Thanks.
going to hear
Bye.
Robin and Bob.
And listen, in all seriousness,
that's
we want to start doing some of the spring outdoor comedy things like right away.
Okay.
So if you're interested,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
however, if you guys even want to podcast from there, like whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
let us know because we want to get into starting it probably as early as March.
Okay,
So-
we're definitely interested.
Okay, cool.
Be in touch.
Yeah, sure.
It's good to see you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for
Thank
coming by.
you so
Good
much
to
for
see you.
doing this. We really
And
appreciate
then
it.
it's in 2 weeks. So
Get your picture with
Tracy,
Keenan.
We will.
Yeah.
Tracy on our team will actually email you guys the link, and then we'll
We'll
tag you
share
and
it.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll
Thanks,
get
guys.
I'll get a video of you guys. I'm just gonna let this keep.
Yeah, you can do that run. Who's next?
We're going Emilio. Emilio, where's Emilio?
Yeah, coming down. Yeah, I don't know what your schedule's like.
Hey, we're still here. We're waiting.
Like we told you,
Emilio's
this is
actually
behind the
coming
scenes.
down.
We're going to wipe down the microphone here.
Except I don't know where the wipes are.
They're right over there by the microphone.
Sorry, I'm getting
All right, Emilio.
I don't know where he is. So Emilio, come here.
We're ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only need a couple minutes, and he has a really special guest.
Cool. Hey there. What's up? Uh-oh, special guest.
Dude, isn't it?
You guys can sit in those two chairs, and the microphones are wiped down thanks to Rachel. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll just do a quick.
No.
No, well, it's up to you, but we feel socially
Are they
distanced.
the ones you're selling? Yes. Oh, we're gonna have to plug
Okay,
those.
nice.
I love
All
it. Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready? So, guys, pick up the microphones. You kind of have to hold them real close to your lips.
Yeah, hold it like this, huh?
Yeah, there you
Take
go.
the
That's
mask
perfect.
off.
So
Yeah,
for Facebook, just so you know, the audio version will actually include Emilio and Gino. But we get a super special little treat because Emilio brought his daughter, and we're so excited because
And-
she has a little craft to talk about.
And I think probably what we'll do is we'll make this a little jagging around video, right? So,
do it.
all right.
do it.
So, our guest right now is Emilio and his daughter
Aria.
And so, first of all, welcome to the YaJagoff podcast. Aria is so excited right now.
Yeah, look at her. She's like, oh,
Aria,
boy.
what did you come down to the Craft Emporium today? Did you guys have breakfast today? What'd you do first thing before you came down here?
I don't really know.
You don't really
Kind
know?
of hung out with Dad.
You had breakfast at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Mom make for breakfast? I ran to Rollers.
Oh,
I had to run a quick errand.
Sunday
because,
errands.
Enzo accidentally stepped on the bottom of the vanity and it went down.
Oh, boy.
Because he was trying to look, because he was trying to reach over.
Okay.
typical thing. So I thought I better go get this done now.
Yeah, right.
It's been hanging over my head for
There you
a
go.
week now.
Yeah.
Aria.
Oh, my
So,
gosh.
Emilio from Zazu, you and Gino are a regular fixture on our podcast at this point from Zazu Salons, Wexford and Pittsburgh. So today we're talking to your daughter, you and your daughter, because your daughter has a special project going on right now.
Oh yeah, Aria, you want to tell them about your project?
I'm making masks, and I'm selling them at Azazu, and all of the money will be donated to the Pittsburgh Food Bank.
How cool is that?
Yeah, how awesome
We
is
just
that?
heard about this, and let's show them the masks.
Oh,
The masks are so adorable. So they're Valentine themed, so perfect, right? John and I are going to do a little video because we really want to push the fact that the coolest part for Emilio is she came to him and said, "I want to give back," right, Emilio?
Yeah.
That was
I
the
tell you
coolest
what,
part
and I just
as
put
a
my
dad,
mind-
right?
Well, she said to me a couple weeks ago, she says, Daddy, there's a lot of people that aren't that fortunate. And, I've been working on sewing and stuff. And, I was thinking, if I made masks, would it be okay if we could maybe sell them at the salon, since there's people that come that are there, and maybe people could go on, what were you saying, out to dinner, Aria?
Yeah.
Yeah, and for Valentine's Day, then they could wear a cute,
And then take a
nice
picture
mask.
of it where you are and
Yes.
post it on Azazu. That's what they
Yes.
need to do, right?
Oh, that'd be
I love
fun.
it. You're a little entrepreneur happening. I love it.
So she said, then I thought that because people, there's so many people that aren't as fortunate, maybe we could donate all the money to the food bank.
That's great.
That's
so that
fantastic.
was her charity of choice at this time. Why did you decide the food bank?
Because lots of people need to eat right now. They're
It's difficult times, right?
yeah.
And Aria, how did you find out that people had to eat or need, having food issues? Did your mom and dad talk about that? Did you see it on the news? How does someone so smart like you, so young, find out about that problem?
Well, I've seen it on the news, and I've heard people talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. And I love the fact that you're a crafter. So you're making these masks because you're sewing, right?
Yeah.
That's the coolest part. And how old are you?
I'm 10.
10.
So-
So 10-year-olds are sewing. I think this is fantastic because I don't sew.
was-
I don't even sew buttons back on.
Tell her what you said to me. She figured out the math about every so often because of all the different activity. 'Cause she plays violin and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
She's trying to figure out the right amount of time that it takes to make each mask.
Okay. And what's the timing like?
How you doing on that?
Maybe each mask is maybe 15 to 20 minutes
Okay.
to make.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have your mass production schedule all set up, right? So you have school, violin, and mask making. I mean, literally, I don't even do that.
Aria,
Fantastic.
and did there just happen to be a sewing machine sitting around that you wanted to learn how to use, or did you already know how to sew?
Last year I got a sewing machine for Christmas because I wanted to learn how to sew, and so I took lessons on how to sew.
Get
But
out.
then they were canceled because of COVID.
Oh. Can you go
So-
on YouTube though?
Yeah, that's how I learned how to make the mask.
It's
Everything.
crazy.
Everything's on YouTube.
Is it okay? Is it nice if I say I hate you because you're so smart?
You're so smart.
Like when I was your age, I literally was probably still picking my nose.
You know,
But you're such a good. That's so amazing.
It is
so,
amazing.
What's one of the other than masks? What's another cool thing?
Favorite
you've
thing you
sewn?
made?
Have you sewn your own clothes or pants?
Maybe I sewed a pillowcase.
Did you?
And it had like really pretty fabric. So I like to use it, and it's nice and soft.
I know. It's all about comfort. These kids, they need
Yeah,
comfort
they
being
love it.
home, right?
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
amazing.
Well, yeah, what other crafts? Because yesterday you were doing something. She's always doing something. With what were you painting something or?
Oh yeah, I was painting, sort of like. I was just like blending colors to make a pretty like background.
Wow.
That's the best part about
I
these kids
think-
because they're home now because of
Yeah,
COVID,
and they're doing
and
a
they're
lot of
finding
different things.
things, and they're hidden arts that they're able to kind of bring out.
Well, and you know what? That's what's great about this place. I tell you
Isn't
what,
it?
this Steel Emporium is amazing. I
Yeah.
love this place. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm walking not back in time, but into the future.
Yeah.
With
Entrepreneurship.
With yesterday coming today.
Isn't it the
It's like-
truth?
It's like a re-energize way to any person who's basically I see everything with local artists and stuff.
Yes,
Here, right?
yes.
I mean this is great. This
Yeah.
is the best place. The other day, what did you and Mom do yesterday? You went what? To a couple antique places. Or
Yeah,
Oh.
we went to some antique places.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw some really cool like artwork.
Yes.
And old like little trinkets.
And it helps you appreciate it. And you're exactly
Exactly.
right. Yeah.
So like my point is this is a great place all in one.
Yes.
Like I love how they have this place situated.
Yes.
It does give you some inspirational,
Yeah.
neat little ideas
Yeah.
and you realize, wow, these are all local people. So
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
I just, there's that little wine holder that somebody made that was really cool. So
Yeah.
if you're going to somebody's house, how you
That's
want-
it. A
you
little
wanna have something
housewarming.
cool, but not look like,
Yes.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Or
Did
if
you
you're
stop
going
by
to
the
a
YaJagoff
when
podcast?
the restaurant's finally open, maybe you go to a BYOB.
Yeah.
And you have this thing to carry. You know how you
Yeah.
want to walk in looking kind of like you have something cool?
Yes.
Well, at least this is local and cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is great. And that's what this whole place is. I love it.
Right?
Aria was just pointing out some nice things.
They're great
too.
things. But wait, did you stop at the YaJagoff area?
I love it.
Right?
The whole black. I love the new hats.
It's
the
our
whole
stuff.
gear.
Yeah, our hats.
It's,
love
it's
And
amazing.
one of my friends actually ran into us when I was getting Emilio, and she said, "Isn't this the guy who did your hair?" And I was like, "Yes," which is not a good hair day today, hence the YaJagoff hat.
we gotta promote our hats.
We
right?
had to promote
Right.
our hats. That's
I
it.
tell
That's
you
it.
what, I got mine in the bag too, so I'll be walking out with a YaJagoff.
Oh, I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
yes, sweet.
Listen, and everybody has to follow. John and I are very lucky. We have been going to Azazu, in case you didn't know. That's where we get all the compliments on our hair at this point. But not only is it a hair care facility in in downtown and in Warrendale.
yes.
I always say
And
Wexford,
then
but
we
it's
have,
Warrendale.
and anybody that wants to just get to know us, they could go, at any of the market districts. We
Yes,
have a-
that's what I was just going to say. Your
Okay,
product.
Yes, we have
Your
our hair
product
products
is everywhere.
available there, or go to azazuhaircare.com.
Yes.
And you could learn about it.
And
And they're located in. We have 7 different stores.
7
here,
stores,
and
yeah.
then 4 in Ohio.
And you guys can do personal consultations online, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
one of the big things. We just, in light of COVID, it makes it difficult for Gino and I and our team to go and do some of
Sure.
the demos that we've done in the past. But we have a virtual way. So now what you could do is you could go go to any of the market districts or hit our QR code or go online.
I love
and
that.
see, and then we'll be happy to do a virtual consultation with you.
I would take my hat off and display your fine work, but it doesn't look
You
like
can't.
your fine work.
It's a hat day. It's a hat day. But listen,
It was
speaking
a shower and
of,
run day.
if you're listening to the audio, when the audio comes out, we are doing I have Jagoff hair, help me. So basically, you're going to be able
yes.
to submit your Jagoff hair, whether it's frizzes or flyaways or straight or
Whatever it
flat,
is.
whatever, and they are going to pay you a visit. So we're pretty excited. Where does
virtual
everybody
visit.
find you?
Yes, they can find us at azazuhaircare.com, or I'm sorry, azazu.com.
Izazu.com.
Yep.
And can we also find the masks there?
Yes, they're at the salon.
Okay.
Yeah, so listen, if you want to try a Zazu, this is the time to go do it because you can go buy one of Aria's masks.
That's it.
Or just stop in there. Just see the place,
in and
get
say
some
hello.
products, right? You don't even have to
Do you have
make an
Venmo?
appointment.
No.
No,
Okay.
we haven't. This was just more like,
Low
Yeah.
key.
yeah. This
You're like, Rachel, get cash for God's sake. Crying out loud. I'll be stopping to get cash.
One of the things too, I think, back to the food bank real quick for a minute. I thought that it was a good choice for her to pick was because every mask that you make that someone gets, it's $10, right?
Right.
So just think that feeds how many families?
Um,
It was $1 feeds to up to 10 families,
Wow.
or
Yes.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
And they do the collective.
Yes, I
Okay.
think you're right.
purchases.
Yeah.
So every mask is 100 families.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's really kind of cool.
You can
And then
learn
that
from
means
her.
The person buying also, or who has it, you're
Yeah.
donating. You're helping 100 families.
I love it.
Wow.
Looking good during Valentine's
That's
Day.
it. That's what it's
And
all
listen,
about.
the next time you're here, you need to bring your violin and you will be our
That's
musician
it.
for the podcast.
Boom.
How about
Oh,
that?
yeah, they love music.
Thank you guys. We really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much,
Thank you.
guys.
And
Yeah,
go
we'll be
buy a
selling-
mask.
Yes,
And,
buy a mask.
But, yeah.
That was perfect. You're awesome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for doing this. That was very nice of you to come down.
If you don't mind. And snag a picture because I need it for my collage, if you don't mind. Please, thank you. And then can you tell Chris Miller?
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank
Hey,
you,
thank
bro.
you guys.
Anytime.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yep.
We were being loud. We were not realizing we were right there.
And if you want, you can take whatever microphone, but there are wipes over there if you want to wipe anything down. I
How
kick
about
it
I
out.
was like, he has a beard, and they're like, he's wearing a mask. Oh my gosh, and Chris just took out all the, he was like, Craft Emporium!
Well, the good news is, with all the low prices,
Yeah.
it's your profit for you.
It's now the crash import.
I can
Correct.
afford
Oh, that's
everything
so
I
cute.
just destroyed.
You're fine.
That's okay.
You're fine. We just have a little display because we're smart like
And your
that.
wipes and whatever microphone.
John,
you
he has a 511 bag.
Is that? Oh, I love that.
That's like John's passion.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. I just got that on Poshmark.
Oh,
okay.
really?
Yeah, somebody clearly didn't know what they were selling, so they paid $20 for that on Poshmark.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is good.
Take care.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Robin, you guys are next, like 10 minutes. Thank you.
Take whatever one you want. You can take your mask off if you want. Since
Yeah, you're.
we're not being socially. That's all right.
I'm leaving it right there.
Yeah.
So,
And it's okay
That's
to
where
say
it
the F word.
Yeah.
It's Mike Seidel. Just let it happen.
It's hilarious. All right.
All right.
So which color did you pick? Which
I'm on.
yellow? Okay, I'll turn down green. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah. It's like it's not a podcast for the year unless we have Chris Miller. Like we
Yeah.
literally have him on every year because he's always doing something.
Yeah.
And what's really cool is every episode so far we have had someone on who has won the best of for City Paper.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Right. City Paper Best of Bartender Chris Miller, otherwise known as Captain Chris from the Renegades of the Rotunda.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me on.
Listen
You
to that
son of a
voice.
bee. There's another voice. Right? So you're
Yeah.
in competition with Jack.
I got
from
no.
the
I thought you
Greenfields.
were. I thought it was like everybody loves Raymond in here when I was walking around.
Why? Why?
Sound
Why?
like the brother.
Yeah. Right? That is so funny.
No,
Chris,
I mean,
we
I
love
got
having you on.
I got best bartender because I was out of work for 7 months.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can't even say captain because we weren't allowed to go to baseball games.
Yeah,
so
right.
I know.
Right.
There goes my whole personality.
Chris,
Yeah.
that's my first question. What's up with the Pirates for this year? Do you have any inside scoop?
I had absolutely no
Nothing.
idea.
All right, good talking to you, Chris.
No, and like everybody I ask, they don't know
They
either.
don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and I believe it.
Nobody
you
knows
know?
anything that's going on right
Yeah.
now. We're just kind of going.
We exist. Yeah,
Yes.
we're fluid. We're pivoting. Blah blah blah.
And speaking of pivoting, because we hate the word because everybody's doing it, but you pivoted during the COVID because you went online and you were like the virtual bartender.
yes.
Yeah, I hosted
That's
a
why
bar.
you
I
won.
hosted a bar in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Every night for like 3 months.
And how'd that go? Was it fun?
It was
just like
fun. It was very cathartic for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
it's. I'm a bartender, and that's my craft. I know we're talking about crafts. I can make great cocktails, but you don't really go to a bar for the drinks.
Right.
You go to a bar for the atmosphere and all, and that's just what we were trying to bring back.
That was the Cheers theme
Yeah.
song I just hummed.
It was
you
great.
know?
It was fantastic.
Everybody
You're a
knows your
natural.
name.
But like we've been selling to-go cocktails and things like that, but the business isn't. It's not the same. It's like people needed that. You know,
it's true.
I
You're
wear
right.
a lot of hats as a bartender. One of them is like therapist.
Yeah. Right. Oh, 100%. Let everybody know, where are you a bartender?
Right now, I'm still with the Richard Deschamps Restaurant Group. Right now, I'm currently at Taco full time. So because I was at Butcher in the Rye, and that's I think that's where I'm listed in City Paper.
Yes.
But Butcher's not open right now. Maybe we can get her back open this year. I just don't know. Nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
It's absolutely zero fun.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you turned around and we had a Fathom Pub Sauce kind of challenge.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
A lot of food bloggers got in there, but you got in there with a drink. So we'll talk about that because
notes in your
I had
book.
to bring show notes, and it's because during the time of the pandemic, I did not get COVID, but I did get Lyme disease.
Oh,
did you really?
Oh, it was awful, and I thought I was COVID positive, so I quarantined. So I had it for like a month. But nobody tells you when you get bit by a tick, it makes you stupid.
Oh,
so just like fuzzy brain all the time, and my back hurts. But it might just be because I'm fat. But
not at all. You're fine. So talk a little bit about like us putting you on the spot with the Fathom Pub Sauce. But you liked it? I mean,
I did. I'm a
you
big
liked
fan.
it. Yeah.
And I got free hot sauce, which was
You did.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like those are my two favorite things: free
Yeah.
and hot sauce.
Yeah.
which, by the way, they're for sale here at the Steel City.
Oh wow. Craft
Emporium.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, though, so we knew that you were doing these things at home where you were opening up your kitchen, which is so cool because we've been there. We've actually done a podcast from your house.
Yeah.
Actually, then, though, we were talking about the Pirates of the Rotunda, but here that day. But now we said, hey, we know that you're this bartender extraordinaire. What do you think? Do you want to take a stab at the Fathom Pub Sauce?
Yeah, so I ended up putting a cocktail together, and hot sauce. We kind of go Bloody Mary.
Yes.
And I thought that was just a little too on the nose.
Yes.
So I switched it up a little bit, and I went with a michelada. Michelada is.
You were just talking about that.
Yes, me and my michelada.
It's the ultimate brunch drink.
Okay, tell us why, because I never heard of it.
A michelada is the easiest way to describe it is like a beer Bloody Mary.
Right.
So it's beer, lime juice, tomato juice, and some peppers.
Okay. And what beer choice did you decide?
It's a no-brainer. It was Iron City.
Yeah.
Had to go with Iron. And because it's me, I swapped out lime juice for mezcal. And if anybody out there's a tequila drinker, you're well on your way to becoming a mezcal drinker. Mezcal's an agave distillate like tequila, but it's very smoky. Where tequila agaves are roasted before they're distilled, they basically bury the same plants in like stone pits, and then throw the leaves on top, and they just let it smoke. So they bury it and let it smoke. So it has a real intensely smoky flavor, like Isla Scotches. Like if anybody drinks those. But whenever you put all those together, and of course I had to put it in a giant mug, and that's twofold. It's one, you're probably hungover because it's a Sunday.
Yeah.
And two, you don't want to miss the game. You can't be up making drinks all day.
Right.
So this will get you to halftime, and then you make another one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I came up with the 1 o'clock start. So it was a giant liter beer stein full of mezcal, tomato, and Iron City, and I couldn't be happier. Well, and of course,
I love
Fathom
it.
Pub
The Fathom
Sauce.
Pub Sauce. I love it.
So-
I love that he even named it.
Yeah.
We have to.
And if they
right.
want to, just while we're going to continue the audio here, but if they want to watch the video, it's on your Facebook page, your Instagram page.
I believe it's on your Instagram
And
page.
it's on
ours.
And
Yeah.
I think
And it's
Fathom put it on theirs.
Fathom
as
on
well.
theirs as well. Right.
Yeah, so it's a little, what is it, a Reels video now. I
Yes.
can't keep up with what they call
Yeah,
it.
right,
Reels.
right.
These young
So, what is it about the tomato sauce or tomato juice or whatever that makes a good brunch drink? Because I'm not a Bloody Mary person at all.
You got to balance it out. It's the right blend of like, especially whenever we put the hot sauce in there, it's the right blend of like savory and sweet.
Okay.
Where it's not, and whenever people thinking, brunch drinks, you can go down to Roland's. At least you used to be able to when it was legal to go to restaurants.
Right.
Go see Irish and get your Bloody Mary, or everybody drinks mimosas. So it just kind of goes one of two ways. This is going to be kind of right in the middle, where you do get the nice effervescence from the beer, and it's Iron City, so it's delicious. We all know this. You can play the "You Tell 'Em
Everyone
Ray"
says
commercial
effervescence.
over and over again in your head.
Yeah.
My favorite word is quaffable whenever we're talking about cocktails. You will
And
hear me say that at work. That's like my super
Quaffable.
pretentious
And what is
thing.
quaffable?
It just means you can drink a hell of a lot of them.
All right. Fair enough.
So whenever I'm trying to responsibly promote the drinks on the menu. It's a very quaffable cocktail.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
I just a brunch drink
Quaffable.
is
It's
just
like, how do you use that word in a sentence from here
right.
on out?
Well, we just found out
Yeah.
right now.
We'll
Yeah.
start doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're just knocking back, 6 or 8 Iron Cities, they're very quaffable.
Quaffable. Are you going to pick up your series and open up your kitchen and start doing some drinks again? Because you've not been doing.
I have not been doing it because I am back to work. And
But could you do them at work? Wouldn't that be awesome to kind of little?
Should we come video you? Is that what's
Yeah.
happening? Right now?
If you want to, I mean, I'll strap a GoPro on and we'll just get real weird with it.
Or we'll
Depends
just
on the
come.
placement of the GoPro.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my
But I
god.
it
think we
depends
should-
on what time we do this and what
podcast am I
platform.
on? Yeah.
This is the YaJagoff OnlyFans.
Yeah.
we should come in Toyota tailgate a quaffable
Yeah, we
drink.
definitely have to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you guys come
Yeah,
down.
we'll definitely do that, and we can. I have to tell you, my husband and I twice had reservations at Taco, and it's people are constantly there. So we were like,
Oh, it's bananas.
We're out because it was late.
Yeah.
So we haven't even tried it yet. So we have to get down there and try
Well, you just
it.
let me know when you want to come in.
We,
We'll see what we can do. Love
There
to have
you
you guys
go.
come
That was
down.
my shameless hope.
Chris,
cry for
before we let you go do your thing, I want people to know that you're just a good dude. You'll never tell everybody that because your
You're a good
affiliation, what you started with Renegade and the Renegades of the Rotunda. You guys have raised money for pirate charities and for other charities. So not only do you kind of get a little crazy, get up there in the rotunda, and look a little different. as
I
pirates,
think different is probably the
Yeah.
kindest way that you can describe it.
and
Sure.
but you're kid friendly. You guys are always giving coins to the kids, taking
yeah.
pictures, and you're raising money over the years. How long have you been doing Renegades of the Rotunda, and how much money have you raised? Do you think?
When did I mean, I've been doing it a little longer than everybody else, and then I finally convinced them to come be idiots with me, and I think that was 2014.
Yeah.
At this point, I really don't remember.
Okay.
Everything kind of runs together, but I think it was probably 2014.
You don't have
maybe.
notes on that.
No, I didn't. I didn't jot that down. Thanks, guys. I asked for help, but no, here I am.
He's like, could you give me some questions?
Yeah, so that's definitely something we miss is just kind of interacting with everybody, and it's really cool to get to see everybody on Sundays and just run into folks. But hopefully we get to do it again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we hosted another blood drive this year. It was in Oil City, and I wasn't invited because I was from Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's funny.
Is that right?
It was our COVID blood drive.
So it was a closed set.
They in Oil City they didn't want people coming from Pittsburgh because the numbers were so high. So
Get the hell out.
but the turnout was great. It was almost as good as last year, even though it wasn't walk-ins. We couldn't take any walk-ins for it. So that happened again. That's a big shout out to our friend Charles Jetter, the Boot, our man in Oil
Nice.
City. He hosts those all the time. That's through the American Red Cross. And we don't have any fundraisers planned this year, so I don't know
okay.
what the heck we're gonna
But
do.
let's do a Chris fundraiser and go where
Yes.
you're bartending and
Yes,
give some nice
please.
tips.
Yeah,
So
go to Taco.
when are you there at Taco?
I live there. I live there.
All right, we'll be there.
Our hours change all the time. It's we have to pivot, and I hate that word. I
Yeah.
hate it so much.
Fluid pivot.
Pivot is
Yeah.
one of the things that I can't wait to never say again.
Ever.
Social distance is
Yeah.
completely out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm. That's what I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah, same. All right, Chris, before we let you go, question
boy.
of the day. If you could master another craft, what would it be? Because obviously you've mastered 2 crafts right now.
Everybody is going to say play the guitar.
Yes.
Everybody's going to say play the
Don't
guitar.
say it. Don't say it.
So I'm not. I mean, it's
Okay.
low hanging. I have a guitar. I've had it for like 15 years.
Yeah.
I can't even tune the damn
Yeah,
thing.
it's
I
fine.
don't know how it works. I have
Yeah.
stupid fingers.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to take that. I would like to be able to draw. I am horrible at drawing
Same.
pictures. It's just like little stick men.
Yeah, same. John's good. I'm
but
not.
like because I work in an industry with a lot of like really talented creative people, I'll
Yeah.
just see them like doodling.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. Like it's these unbelievable works
Effortless.
of art on like post-it notes with just a
Yeah.
ballpoint pen.
Yep.
And I've always been super jealous of that.
That's a good one.
So
That's
I make
good.
my little ugly
That's a good
stick
one.
figures and
Yeah. That's okay. You're in my league.
perfect.
Where does everybody follow you? Follow the Renegades? Follow Taco? Whatever you want to promote.
Yeah, definitely follow Taco. It's fun at work. We have a little Instagram counter. I just figured out that every time somebody likes it, the numbers change, so I get to watch that all day. You can follow the Renegades of the Rotunda at PGH Renegades on Twitter, at Renegades of the Rotunda on Instagram, and you can follow my new cocktail exploits I'm starting a cocktail company now. It's the last word. So you can follow us at the last word PGH.
He waited
on
till right
social
now
media.
to tell us this.
Well, it's because I don't have any posts up right now.
All right, so we'll be talking to you.
That's
we'll be
what
helping.
we'll tailgate.
Yeah, so it's I'm just starting like a consultation, and I've been teaching cocktail classes over Zoom, and I got to tell you, you don't really get to work from home when you're a bartender.
Right. Oh, this
Yeah.
will continue.
There are
so-
cocktail consultations coming up.
Yeah, so
Love it.
we're doing that. So events
Awesome.
and all, whenever events are legal again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be there.
Yeah,
We
we'll
love
have
it.
to do all
Chris.
kinds of fun stuff.
Thank you so much. We always appreciate it. And
Appreciate
we
you
finally
having
hit a
me,
day
guys.
when you were around. You're able to come and not working, right?
Yeah, stop asking me to do fun stuff on weekends. man.
Seriously.
All right,
Sundays it
coming
is.
up, we get to talk to our musicians,
Bob and Robin.
Robin and Bob.
Robin and Bob. That was awesome, Chris.
Chris, thank you.
enjoyed it.
Oh.
I didn't break it. I just lightly destroyed it.
Okay, wait. My son did not know that Colin had a twin, and he's like, I said hi, Colin, and he didn't answer me, and I was like, wonder why.
That went over my head.
Will you introduce him? Is Roman still here? Because he was like, okay, please, Kathy.
girl whose best friend was half a pair of twins, and I didn't know that for like a second.
Oh, is that right?
Oh my God, it's so funny.
met both of them, and then I saw a picture where they were both in it together. I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh my
You never
God.
seen Batman and,
Yeah, it was, yeah, it
right,
was-
and Bruce
I
Wayne
had
together.
no
Listen.
idea they were twins.
Kathy, on
the
your
hell is
Jagoff,
going on
we
here?
said, should we bring anything? And we said, bring the pretzels, and she did.
Oh
How
my
cool
God,
is that?
that's
Where is
crazy.
she? Tell her that was so awesome.
I'm bringing you 6.
I'm
No?
finally done breaking.
Guinness is my favorite. Oh my God.
To go?
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
I'm
We do not
hungover
promote
enough.
to go. We do not. Oh, it's
I think we have to go buy a bottle opener at the Emporium.
I'll grab one.
Oh, wait,
We'll borrow
Chris
one.
will have one.
might
Our
have
traveling bartender has one, I'm sure.
So what we're watching right now is that one of our fans
Top fans.
from
Kathy.
the
We'll go with Kathy.
comedy shows at Johnny Angel's Ginchy Stuff just brought us pretzels and beer because we had said who's bringing pretzels and beer, and she said me.
Okay.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
I was gonna say, just nest them together and.
You know, I don't have that's if I had that craft skill, I would. All right, we're already wiped down, so feel free to jump on in here. You want to talk, and then we'll play a song.
Yeah, let's talk and we'll have him play us out.
All right, Coolio.
Yep.
There you go.
You can unmask because we're far enough.
It's up to you.
Or you don't have to, but who are the copies for us?
Wow,
Dude, do you love these? Are my favorite pretzels.
is that right? I've never had them.
Try one.
Do you want to sit at the table for the interview? That way we'll see you.
We're just gonna talk to you guys for a couple
Yeah, we're
minutes.
just going to talk to you guys for a
And
minute.
we're going to swing back.
Yeah, you want to do that? Yeah,
Or
if you don't mind.
Sit there and just share the microphone. Let them just sit there.
We need to make sure Colin's there to turn it.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
So-
All right, come back over. Sorry, guys. All right. We just want to be able to see you.
All right, so behind the scenes, this is our last guest. And as you know, we always love local music. And this local music this week is presented by Fusion Entertainment Pittsburgh. And Chris Murphy and Amber are totally hooking us up right now. And if you saw the beginning of the video, you're going to love these guys when they play their next song. And but, of course, we'll hear them on the edited version of the podcast when it comes out. All right, so here we go. All right.
Hi, guys. You've been milling around.
You can pick up your microphones there, and there you go. Cool. All right. Bob and Robin, we've been listening to the pieces of the song throughout, in between each guest today. And so, first of all, it's just orient us to Bob and Robin. Where are you guys from? Because we the little pieces of the song are catching everybody, and we're going to hear the song at the end of the podcast. But tell us about where you guys are from, Pittsburghers, all that kind of stuff.
All right. Yeah, we're Robin and Bob when we're from Washington, about 20 miles south of the city.
Washington.
Washington. Some people do say Washington.
Yeah.
My mother still does.
We were just in Washington 2 weeks ago for Liberty Pool.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys come from a great place. Your voice is amazing, Robin. I can't even tell you. I mean, Chris sent us some sample things prior, like just to let us know what to expect. And I'm telling you, we need live music to come back where we can actually go and listen to people because it just
Exactly.
doesn't even do the due justice.
Yes, we can't wait for that.
Yeah. What have you guys been doing to kind of stay relevant, to keep music alive, that kind of thing throughout?
Actually, wineries have kept us in business.
Okay.
We play a lot of wineries, and they're big enough that they can spread people out far enough that we
Okay.
can get there.
Yeah, that is true. Okay. So just all over wineries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. As far as the song we're listening to, I think you said, is it from your new CD?
It was released in 2018. That's the title track from our CD.
Okay.
We just did.
Okay.
Okay. It was fantastic. What's the title?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Leave on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, what got you guys involved in? What's the style of music that Leave On the track is? What do you term that, and how did you guys get involved in that style? It's so unique.
Our influences are everywhere, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a mix of everything, and it's just whatever comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we listen to every kind of music. So.
Okay.
It's funny because when we write songs, he might write the lyrics, and then we'll come together and, write the music, or I might write the lyrics, and we come together and write the music, and I may have, a blues song in my head, and then when we sit down together, it becomes something completely different. It's just neat to see how, collaborations can really change what you thought was going to
That's so true.
going to be in the beginning.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to ask the dumbest question in the podcast.
I know what you're going to ask.
Yeah. What? Go.
You're going to say, so what comes first? Do you think about the song? Oh.
No, even more dumb than that. So are you guys a couple? Are you married? Or no,
I was
you're
already
just
thinking
musician partners?
We are a musical couple. I would
Okay,
say.
yeah.
Music
all right.
only. I'm married. I've been married for 41 years.
Okay.
We get it. I mean, it's the same, right? Like people are like, "What is your deal?" And I am married 20 years with kids, and
Yep.
he has kids, and but it's cool because your chemistry is fantastic. That you don't know, what is the deal here?
Yeah, we actually met playing on a worship team at a church, and we started playing some music and said, "Hey, we could probably do other kinds of music too." And then we have a lot in common. We kind of feed off each other. We share the same passion, I would say.
Yeah, that's it. You can definitely tell.
Well, the song, and we'll hear the whole song at the end of the podcast, but the song is amazing. Or if you're watching the video, you already saw what the song, but it's amazing what the blend that you have. Now, Bob, do you sing as well at some point? Do you harmonize?
Yeah, I sing songs to give her a break. When we do a 3-hour show,
I'm sure.
I'll sing a song once in a while just to give her a break.
Yeah.
People are there to hear her sing, not me.
Where are you performing coming up that we can put the word out for you?
Wineries in the area. If you check out our website, robinandbob.net, our full schedule's on there. Mostly wineries right now, and hopefully things will loosen up and we can return to some of the other places we play. I play a lot of bars, clubs.
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we're going to try to get you here because there's a little something coming up, and we have to talk to you about that. So, and we can't wait to hear you guys again. Thank you so much for coming on.
So we have the question of the day.
Question of the day. Okay. If you could master another craft, what would it be? Because your craft is obviously music, right?
Wow.
Yeah. It's a good question. I know. I find good musicians.
It's almost interesting to see if they can answer for each other.
No, John, no, that's not how it works. God. He has 3 sips of beer and he's taking over.
I think mine would be piano.
Oh, really?
I've never played any instrument, and I would love to learn some instrument.
Interesting. Wow. Okay.
I mean, I play the kazoo.
Yeah, you do
like
quite
a
well.
like a badass.
Last time
Oh
I
my
saw
God.
because the only time I've ever seen a kazoo played is in the St. Patrick's Day parade.
No,
So,
my dad
yeah.
plays the kazoo. You've never
Is
heard
that
of
right? I've never heard
I
it.
do offer lessons. So if
Oh,
anybody...
for real?
No, I don't really.
Oh my God.
Well,
I was going to say,
we're doing
Robin,
that.
we're doing it. Yeah.
And Bob, what about you? Craft?
I would say I'd be a philosopher and give people advice.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I do that already.
He does
Unsolicited.
do that
Yeah, but I'd
already.
want to get
People
paid.
don't
I want to
listen
get paid for it.
Right.
Same.
Right.
Enough
right.
free advice. I want to
love
get
it.
paid.
I love it, guys. Thank
right.
you so much for coming on. And again, thanks to Fusion Entertainment.
Yeah, and so while they get set up to sing their next song, we're going to say thank you to everybody.
All our thanks.
First of all, thank you to Steel City
Craft.
Emporium and Tom Swartz, who had us come down here. And again, this is the one place you can come and get all of the YaJagoff paraphernalia and Sin Bin Creations and Fathom Pub Sauce right here in the booth.
Yeah, if
so
you don't
thank
want to pay
to
for
Tom
shipping.
Swartz.
Yeah, thank you so much to him. And thanks to Yin's Lids, because they're actually the ones who brought us here.
Yep.
Thanks to Mike Seidel and Jack of the Greenfield Finest podcast. Like,
Might have
I
been the
literally laugh.
craziest- yeah.
Dude, I laugh thinking about them. So we
Yeah.
have to have them on more often.
Right.
Thanks to Chris Miller, who is also a staple on this podcast. You will hear him once a year because he is such a good dude. His hands are in so many different things. He won Best of Bartender, and he has a lot of things on tap coming up, so definitely check him out. And thanks to Emilio and Gino, we're going to have a segment with them called, What's Up With My Hair, YaJagoff? And they're going to give consultations to kind of let you know what you need to do. But also check them out because they're just great guys. They're going to weigh in on all kinds of things.
And, of course, thank you to our sponsor, Rohrich Honda.
Christmas may be host to mega deals that we can drive away with happy, but February is the month we love at Rohrich Honda. For the first time ever, Rohrich Honda will offer 0% financing for up to 60 months on select vehicles.
We say don't be a Jagoff and ask which ones. Head to West Liberty Avenue and check out the options. Okay, 2020 CRVs, HRVs, and Ridgelines, as well as 21s that include a pilot. Listen to the podcast and head to Rohrich.com for all of your vehicle needs. And now we have some more music.
We're going to debut a brand new song that we're currently in the process of recording. So this is called Your Love.
Sweet.
I've seen mountains, I've seen streams, clear blue skies and grass so green, but I ain't seen nothing like your love. It warms me to the bone. No, I ain't seen nothing like your love. It makes me feel I'm home. I've seen the sun, I've seen the moon, I've seen midnight, I've seen noon, but I ain't seen nothing like your love. It warms me to the bone. No, I ain't seen nothing like your love. It makes me feel I'm home. Love transcends all space and time. You're the reason, you're the rhyme. You lift me up, you blow my mind. Your love transcends all space and time. You're the reason, you're the rhyme. You lift me up, you blow my mind. I've seen the rain, I've seen the snow, I've seen it come, I've seen it go, but I ain't seen nothing like your love. It warms me to the bone. No, I ain't seen nothing like your love. It makes me feel